somebody asked me what my first video game system was the other day. I said Nintendo.
We had an Atari.
But we still played The Floor is Lava.
Uh-huh.
Because that is a game. It is different. It's the difference between doing a Tough Mudder race and playing Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You got to be resilient.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to get hurt and to get stitches on the coffee table.
Yes. And
now, because because literally anyone can play this game and has, it's become a phenomenon. And I got to admit, when I first turned it on, I was like, I can't wait to see how bad this is. I can't wait.
And I was the one that suggested, like, let's watch this for a second, you know?
And that's another thing about quarantine is that I'm so willing to take chances in areas where I normally would never have taken chances. Yeah. Especially when it comes to watching things, because the stakes are so low and you could always just turn it off if you don't like it. But we watched, and first episode, lukewarm, half in, half out.
Yeah.
Basically, you and two of your friends or family try to traverse a room where the floor is
lava.
Very apropos. The floor is lava, actual lava, kind of like a weird pool of slime.
Ugh.
Making things slick and treacherous, and you have to traverse these objects,
right?
Not unlike an adult version of Legends of the Hidden Temple,
okay,
or like a Double Dare,
right?
And it's like a cross between Double Dare and American Ninja Warrior, and Wipeout, and the History Channel, because of the lava and the artifacts. And then there's things around the room that unlock easier ways to get out.
Right.
And the object is to get your whole team out.
Right.
And there's, just like when we were kids, there's always one person that gets hurt.
Yes.
And when they adapted the Wipeout thing of doing replays when people got by surfaces,
by the lava.
And the lava.
Yeah.
But I was thinking more specifically, if people make a jump.
Yeah.
You know, there was somebody who jumped from like a rock to a giant stone head.
No.
These artifacts designed.
Yeah. What I found crazy was how many people ate it with their face first.
Face first.
Like, no, like, it's almost like their arms didn't exist. It was just like them.
Yeah.
You know, like just like eating it hard.
It you know what is the difference between adults and kids in this scenario? It's like, as a kid, you don't really have you haven't been hurt that much.
Right.
And even if you have, you're made of rubber.
Right.
But adults forget how to, like, you know, throwing all caution to the wind is very different than as an adult, you know, and you're going to forget to fucking how to break your fall. You haven't fallen off a jungle gym or whatever in how long? I still,
like, try to, like, you know, always protect the
face. Mean, good instincts, right? Yeah. But people who have these people have fucking like office jobs, right? And then they're like, oh, yeah, how do I protect my face when I jump onto a rock over lava? You don't have the skill set.
No, I guess you're right. I enjoyed that show much more than I thought I was going to.
With every passing episode, it got better and better.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I was ashamed at how easily I was ready to have that be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was fun. And I laughed.
Yeah.
You know?
I laughed my ass off. There were so many times everyone trying to be jokesters.
Dude, there were triplets on episode 2. Triplets, which is one of God's miracles.
And all
human
of them
Xerox
trying to be funnier than the next.
It's like dude, I know how meticulously you have to cut for television, I guess. Television. I don't know if there's different standards for Netflix show. But sometimes even some of your best jokes never make it for time.
Yes.
And it's like they didn't cut any of the jokes, the triplets jokes out.
Nope.
It's like they left them all in. There were every other line was like I can't think of a good example. I should have written a few down. But every other line was going for yucks.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Like it was like their audition. It was like they moved to Hollywood yesterday and they were like, okay, this is your audition for everything.
Yeah.
We're going to see if you guys could have a sitcom or be action movie stars or whatever. You have to audition for everything right now. And this is your only shot.
Yes.
Is the vibe I got.
Dude, one of the episodes was like doctors and nurses, right?
Yeah.
And the doctors were like, we know everything. We've got this, blah, blah, blah.
Tale as old as time.
And this bench, like, wasn't even in there for like 5 seconds, like, makes it past the first obstacle.
Yeah.
And then goes to like leap like a flying squirrel. And she's all like trying to get, and she just like eats it so damn hard. And like as a doctor, you would think that they would know to like, protect themselves.
You would think, but the same thing.
For somebody that's like screaming, I'm so smart and I'm going to get this.
It is nice to see a smug person get got from from time to time.
Yes.
But yeah, that was good. What else? It's so funny when it's like you could tell that the producer has a rule when they're explaining it to the contestants. Like if you get got by the lava, it seems like at one point you can't like save yourself anymore. If you're half in, you got the rules, you got got, and you have to go completely under.
Yeah.
And they cut it in a way that makes it seem like they're dead.
Yeah.
And they never come back.
Yeah.
And
you don't see them pop back up.
Dude, that should be and then no matter what happens, they all get interviewed at the end. And I think they pre-tape the interviews, which makes it less. If I had any notes, no matter what, tape the interviews way after. And never show the person who got caught in the lava ever again. They're never allowed to appear on camera again, and you can't go out in public for a year. I think that would make the show so much better.
Yeah. That would be very funny.
If you got consumed by lava,
you'd be dead.
On the TV show, the floor is lava.
Yeah.
You can't go out in public. You can't be seen by anybody for a year.
That's so funny.
No social media stuff.
That was really good. That was like a surprise. And we kept watching. Like we watched quite a few episodes.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why you fully got to admit when I'm a big fan of admitting when I'm wrong. It doesn't feel good for your ego, but it does help you grow as a person.
100%.
And I did go into that being like, I will give this 10 minutes.
Yes.
And then I'm out.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you took the ride with me. The hot lava ride. The funny thing was too is like because there's times where the lava like splashes up.
Yeah, they have like little jets,
and they're like, "Oh, that's hot,"
Okay, that's 100% the producer being like, "All right, if the lava hits you, we tried to make it warm, but if you could just wince, I mean, it's lava, right, guys? Okay, back to one." That was my director impression.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
You should be a good director.
I don't know that anyone wants that.